should be live.
Yep, you're good.
Showing up. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. How's my mic sound? Sound okay? I mean, you hear a different mic. I'm talking about on the stream.
There's some interference going on.
Is there really?
Doc, say something.
Something. Test, something. Okay, let me check. What's up, Samurai?
Okay. We'll figure it out.
James, 28 months. It's a long time, dude. How you doing? Yeah, let me check my audio. Sorry, guys. This is like way rough. Test. Samurai.
Okay. We'll figure it out.
James, 28 months. That sounds fine to me. It's a long time, dude. How you doing? Yeah. Are you sure? Are you sure it's not like your end, possibly? It sounds perfect on my. James, Samurai, how does the mic sound? Sound okay?
Fucking Christ.
What? You good, Dave? My guy?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'll text you about it in case anyone's watching. Nothing bad.
Okay. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to Don't Call It Podcast, because it's technically not, because I'm not on a podcast platform for now. I don't even know if that name's permanent, to be honest. I don't know. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I actually hit up Day like an hour ago.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing tonight, my guy? James, thank you for the $19. Appreciate that. $19.99. Appreciate you, sir, as usual. He says it sounds good. All right, good. Appreciate that. So yeah, we're just gonna catch up. So you guys, if you need to do stuff and you just want to listen, feel free. You're really just gonna be hearing my voice more than anything, unless you want to see my ugly mug, But again, James, thank you for that $19.99. Appreciate it. So I'm just gonna talk about what I've been doing. As you all know, I haven't streamed in like 7 months. And it's with good reason. I am very busy with not only my day job but eBay. And I may even show you some numbers here soon. In fact, I probably will. But I just told Day this an hour ago, and I called him for the spur of the moment. Not a podcast. That's not a podcast because I'm not on a platform. I have made, and this is before taxes and eBay fees and shipping costs, I have made in the last 2 weeks $4,000 selling my Pokemon cards. I've been collecting Pokemon cards since I was a kid. So yeah, to answer your question, James, eBay is going very well. But it's really opened my eyes to a new thing. And I think I'm gonna do like a heavy focus on trading cards. Light's a little aggressive. What's up, Chris? Yeah, it's okay. It's because I actually have a light directly behind me. But I do have a filter on, so it should, in theory, compensate. I'm gonna get a better camera than this. This is just a little $10 camera I found at Retail Rebel that I'm using. But yeah, no, I've made. Mel, are you still in the United States? How you doing, Mel? Thank you, James. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, I've made, before taxes and eBay fees and shipping, I've made $4,000 selling children's cardboard. So it's pretty good. So and that leads me to my next thing. I feel like I'm yelling because I have noise canceling on. Give me a second. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was probably yelling. I'm sorry, guys. I can hear myself now. Sorry, Dave, if I was yelling. Um, by the way, the pass-through microphones on the AirPods Max, insane, absolutely insane. So, oh, nice, Mel. Mel's still in the U.S. Mel's still a U.S. citizen at the moment. So that brings me to the next thing. Why I've not been streaming for the past several months. So a year ago, when I started eBay full time, I guess you can call it full time. I mean, I would say it is. If I do 8 hours at work and I go home and do 8 hours on eBay until I go to bed, it's full time, I guess. So right as I started doing eBay full time, I stopped streaming so much to the point to where I don't stream at all. And I do want to change that, and I am going to change that. Starting with this. This is probably going to be the future of streams, to be honest with you guys. I love playing games. I just don't have a ton of time for games like I used to. I have not used my gaming PC since last year, November of last year. And that was to stream Pokemon Violet, which at the time, I couldn't stand that game because it was so buggy. I have since then beat the game, and actually I like it a lot. It's still not perfect, but the story is really nice. But with that being said, this is probably the future of streams. I'm not streaming on Twitch. It's not just me. Twitch these days, they're not doing so hot. And I did open up a Kick account just in case I ever decide to switch to that. And I don't know. But for now, going forward, YouTube is where I am going to be streaming. I would like to do this at least once a week. And that is the goal. I don't know what day yet. I have time tonight to stream for at least an hour. So that's what I'm doing. And so I put it like this. I could make $50 a month streaming on Twitch, which is what I was making just during, unless somebody donated something crazy like James did once in a while. Thank you, James, also for the past donations. I appreciate that. But if, I never got anything crazy, I just streamed, and I'm not begging for money or anything like that, but I would make about $50 a month, maybe 100. It just depended on how much I would stream. So I compared that to $50 a month versus $100 a day on eBay. And I think it's very clear why I don't stream like I used to. And I know some people don't like to talk about money, but let's be honest, it costs money to survive. It just does. And what's more appealing? What's up, Danielle? How you doing? Guys, Danielle's also in the background of Dave's feed there. But what's more appealing? I'm not gonna lie. What's more appealing is making that $100 a day doing eBay at night versus the $50 a month streaming on Twitch playing video games that really don't matter. Now, I love video games. I just don't have a ton of time for them anymore. If anything, I play on the weekends. It's always offline. It's always on my PS5 from the comfort of my couch. I don't have the PS5 hooked up to my gaming PC. I could, and I could stream it, but I'm not going to lie. I don't mind just getting on and playing some games without having to look pretty for the camera. I say that as a joke. I don't ever look pretty, but I'm just saying if I want to play games in a towel after just getting out of the shower, I can do that. Why? Because nobody can see me. You know what I mean? And Michael would never know the difference. So yeah, and that's what it really comes down to. I did get burned out on Twitch. I did. But it's not so much that, it's just the fact that I would just rather focus my time during the week on eBay. Now, with that being said, again, I would like to do what we're doing now once a week. I think once a week is fine. I just have to make sure Dave's free and I would like to make this a thank you, Danielle. I would like to make this a regular thing once a week. And I don't know what night yet. And it doesn't even have to be the same night, as long as it's just once a week. Obviously, I went live, and you guys got notifications that I went live. That's great, and I'm glad. And that just tells me that this is the platform to stream on. It is. If I'm not going to be streaming games regularly like I used to, then I have no business being on Twitch. I might as well just stay on YouTube, and that's what I'll do. Does it make sense, Day?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Even because we used to stream together.
Yeah.
Every night for a couple years,
Yes.
and yeah, it got to be too much. And like now, I even just randomly, sporadically, usually on like a Sunday because that's my day off. I'll stream on Kick, and it's fun. But like now that I've taken so much time off of it, it feels like less of a chore to do, and I actually enjoy the 5 to 8 hours that I put on it instead of, oh well, guess I got to get on and play. And like I said, it's just less of a chore.
Right. Oh, James asks, is that the new McDonald's shake?
No, I replied in chat. It's Culver's concrete mixer with cookie dough and cheesecake.
Have you all seen the meme of that shake? It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love TikTok. I used to hate TikTok, but I don't post on it like I used to. I need to get back into that because actually the audience growing. But I watch TikTok all the time because Eric and Michael, both Eric and Michael send me TikToks all the time. And Dave does too. So you guys tend to. Oh, what do you have there, my guy? What's that? So, are those cards?
Well, can we talk about your big trip?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead.
All right, you're gonna come visit me in end of August. I still need to request off, so send me the exact dates, and I'll put that in.
Okay.
And then I've got this big old binder of cards on cards on cards. If you're interested in picking through some of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have that one. I think this one is mostly. I think this one's all just energy cards, but energy is trainers, and I think there's a few Pokemon in there. But so if you're interested,
I am interested. Yeah, I'll definitely. Believe me, I'll be checking those out. I am so addicted to Pokemon cards in a whole different way. Like, I'm not gonna lie. When I first started selling these cards 2 weeks ago, my collection I've had for decades, I was a little sad for about 2 days. And I only say for 2 days because in those 2 days I made $1,600 selling old cardboard that I've had forever, and I'm not sad about it anymore. Now
so
there
money
are some
can buy happiness.
Yeah, money can buy happiness. So go figure, right? So I will say that some of the cards that I have sold, I've actually rebought but graded. So because I do have a collection still, I'm doing a new collection which I'm going to go into detail, in a later, probably in a video on its own, to be honest. But the collection I have now, everything's PSA graded, so everything's in a slab. So, and I try to go for cards that are graded PSA 8 and higher, or CGC 8 and higher. Those are 2 companies. GMA I use those as well, but those 3 companies really are the 3 companies I get graded cards with. So, but PSA is number 1. They're my favorite company for grading cards. And so, yeah, there's a premium you pay online. But again, if you're making a good amount of money selling your cardboard for somebody else's cardboard, basically, like, it's worth it. It doesn't hurt so bad. So, but I'm glad I was able to rebuy some of these cards that I got rid of. But that being said, I think we need to talk about those 2 Pikachu cards I sold last week. I have never sold a card for that much in my life. Guys, and I opened these cards up in 2016. I paid $50 for the box in 2016. I opened them up on camera, but they were, if you remember looking at my old Pokemon card videos from 2016, it was a Pikachu Vulpix Poncho box set. It came with 2 cards. Both are Pikachu. One's in Vulpix Poncho and the other one's in a Alolan Vulpix Poncho. So you have orange and white. Those 2 cards at the time were $50. Well, for the whole box. Those 2 cards sold last week for $500 to one guy. One guy bought both. I sold them as a set, $500. I sent them via UPS, signature required delivery with insurance, He left me positive feedback. He was very happy with his purchase. He was very kind. He said these cards are in immaculate condition, and then they are because they were very well protected. But those 2 cards alone, $500. That is wild. So, and then I know I've sold other cards for a couple hundred, $100 here, $90, but that was the big hitter. That was the heavy hitter, and I'll be making a video on all of my sales, very soon, on that. You have any old cards today?
No. I mean, we can go into it if you want to.
Yeah.
I used to have a shit ton. Like, I used to have like 2 or 3 binders full. And then let's just say heroin addicted mom, that's just gone now. It's in storage still.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Same with
Storage.
my PS1, PSP, my Vita. All the expensive shit's gone.
Yeah. I've never had a parent that had an issue like that. I understand what it's like to have your stuff stolen, definitely. So that sucks. That does suck. I think a lot of my cards I sold as a kid for a PS2, if I'm not mistaken. So
That's fair.
I made some good money, but I sold it to other kids at school and kids on the block. I actually got in trouble for selling cards at school. So that was a time. But yeah. But yeah, that's really why I don't stream anymore. It's eBay, and it's not just cards. Cards are obviously the latest things that I've sold. But another big seller for me are shoes and women's clothing specifically, which I've told Day and Danielle before. If you go to the Goodwill bins and there are bras there, people don't like to buy bras from the Goodwill bins because they're afraid they're gross or whatever. First of all, wear gloves. It's not hard. Just wear gloves. Overlook the bra. If the bra looks good, pick it up because you're gonna pay pennies for it on the pound. But I found some Victoria's Secret bras that I sold for a good amount. I have a Gucci bra currently for sale for $300 that I found at the bins. It's at the very bottom. It's in immaculate condition. It doesn't look like it's ever been worn. It's currently up for $300. It goes, if I had the panty set, which I couldn't find, I didn't even know there was a set, but I didn't see one there. But if I had the panties that came with the bra, then it's a $1,200 Gucci set. But because I don't have the panties, I only have the bras, so I'm only going to charge $300 for it, Again, it looks like it's never been worn. It doesn't have the tags, but it looks like it's probably been worn. And I'm selling it as used, but it looks brand new. But there's just no tags on it. I just wish I'd found the panties. But I was stoked to find Gucci anything. Again, it was at the very bottom of the bin that I was in, where all the dirt and grime is. But it's worth it. It's worth it. Mel, how much longer? You're gonna be in US for a while, right? Is it every 2 months or every 2 weeks or something like that? You go back and forth? I forget. I do want to try that Grimace shake.
Same.
But, and I want to do a video on it, but I don't. I'm afraid people are just gonna think I'm gonna do the dead meme.
I feel like you have to open it with that and then do like an actual review.
Like if I start off dead in the video and then I'm like, just kidding, and I just come alive and I'm like, yeah, this is I don't know, is it grape flavored? It's purple, isn't it?
From what I've heard, it's a mixed berry, so I'm assuming it's like a blueberry and blackberry or something.
Oh, okay.
Which mixed in like an ice cream sort of a thing to me is kind of weird, but what do I know?
It's like blueberries and cream.
Yeah, that's weird to me. I also don't like blueberry though, so.
Oh, see, I love blueberries and cream. I used to eat it when I was a kid on my grandpa's farm. I know, that's so Kansas to say. I know, it's so Kansas. That was the most Kansas line I've said tonight. Used to eat it on my grandpa's farm. Which is now McDonald's. That's funny, by the way. McDonald's bought it, and they built a McDonald's, and he bought this house that I'm in now. Mel says she is here off and on for probably the rest of the year. What's up, Snoot? Yes, AirPods Max. I'm loving these. I use these things every day at work. I love the AirPods Max.
Snoot, what's up, dude? I miss you.
Yeah, Snoot, it's been a minute. How you doing, dude? How's life?
He's busy, bro. He occasionally replies to me, but shit, he hates me.
Well, me and Snoot, we send Mercedes-Benz videos on Instagram back and forth like every week. If it's not that, then it's Rolls Royce or Bentley or whatever. Or Hyundai. Also a lot of Hyundai cars. Dude, I want a Buick or not Buick. I want a Toyota Century so bad. Have you seen the Toyota Century? They only make them in Japan. It's bougie.
Yeah. That's the Benz. That's the Toyota Benz.
Yeah, dude. I'd like a 90s one. I wouldn't mind a new one either. Because even the new ones come with like the curtains and all that. Like it's bougie. Nice, Snoot. Snoot, I picked up the 14-inch MacBook Pro M2 Pro for $2,000. Yeah, dude. Man. Yeah, the Toyota Century is so nice.
Here you guys are with the fucking new M2. I'm rocking fucking 4-year-old laptop with Linux.
I'm talking to you on the Mac Mini on the M1 though. So, but I'm not gonna lie. Like the M1's great, but boy, is it slow compared to the M2. The M2 Pro, man, no comparison. But I will say the M1 is still faster than Intel, that's for sure. Snoop says you always text him when you're driving, or when he's driving. That's why he ain't reply.
Oh, he drives a lot then, goddamn.
But yeah, I guess we could look at some eBay stuff real quick, guys. Give me a second. Let me switch over to, yeah. This is my inbox. Let me go to eBay. I was like, why is eBay look different? Because it's, oh, I sold something. It's probably a card. But yeah, let me go to the store, I believe is where I need to go. And then feedback. See all feedback. So I'm going to show you what I've sold recently. View items for sale. And then, can you guys see my screen? I assume it's showing. Sold items. So, okay, there's a lingerie bra, but other than that, there's mostly cards. So, let me just verify you guys can see my screen. Yes, you can. Okay, cool. All right. James says I have the 16-inch MacBook Pro with M1 Max, and it's fast. Also cost me nearly $5,000. Yeah, the M1 Max. Yeah, that's a screaming laptop. That's nice. That's very nice. Snoop drove 12 hours a few weeks ago to Pittsburgh. 12 hours to Pittsburgh from where you're at, Snoop? Really? Huh. All right, so yeah, can you guys see I'm on a 4K monitor, so is my font too small? I can zoom in. So I'll just zoom in. I'll just figure out how to zoom in. What's the button to zoom in?
Alt F4.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh no, you're on Mac. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either.
I mean, it looks sharp on my display, but
okay. All right. Well. Oh, 6 hours both ways. Okay. That makes sense. I don't know how to zoom in. Okay. I'm on a. Anybody know the shortcut to zoom in? I'm on a Logitech keyboard, which is for Mac, but it's like the things I usually use they're not doing the thing. You know what? View. Oh, that might be because I'm on. I wasn't in the right window. There we go. Okay. Much better. All right, we're just going to go down the list real quick, guys. So this is what just sold. This was a Mega Empress EX card. Let me get the chat back up. Sorry, guys. There we go. Yeah, it's because it's because I was in OBS. I was still in their OBS. But thank you. I got it. Got it. All right. So yeah, this Empress just sold tonight. So as you can see, we've got, like $2 cards, $5. There's a $12 card that sold. So these are all kind of scattered, but we'll keep going here. All this stuff adds up. I did sell Pokemon Ultra Moon. I sold this card. This Pokemon Center Japanese 2016 card for $119. Danielle. We've gone our separate ways. Let's just put it like that. That's funny. So, no hate against him by any means. We both doing different things in different parts of our lives. I sold some cufflinks. I forgot about that. $17 for this old Nidoqueen Delta species. All right, Mel, sounds good. Sold some Coach stuff. I sold a Zelda wallet. There we go. $42 for this Raichu. Like stuff like this. And this is all from like one day. Like there are days where I have 15 orders. There was one Saturday I had 20 orders. It's just that, and I charge shipping for each card. Yeah, you could say that, Daniel. That's funny. So, but yeah, each card I charge, unless it's an expensive card, it's $2.28 to ship because that stuff tends to go through an envelope. It ships via envelope. Here's one. This is a rare card. This reverse hollow Nidoran from 2000 sold for $27. This Jolteon sold for $20. Yeah, I know. I've quite a few sales. Yes. The Pikachu I Choose You movie sold for $10. That edition. Here we go. Mew EX sold for $34.99. Like I've had so many, all kinds of cards. $15, $23, $19, $20. $13, $80 for Dialga EX Secret Rare. $80 for that card. $22 for that card. I'm just saying, like, it's $41 for the reverse Slowpoke from 2000. There's some shoes I sold, and there's a bag I sold. This one is going to the Philippines. This Pokemon Groudon EX Team Magma is going to the Philippines. That sold for $100. And then we've got a Japanese trainer card here, full art for $58. Like, this stuff adds up quick. So you can see why I was able to get $4,000 within, 2 weeks. It's wild. Look at this Mewtwo card, $50, I sold a Harley Davidson jacket for $70, but that's not a card. $15, $34, $12, $20. Again, like, these are, even the small amounts add up. They really do. So, $35 for that Mewtwo. Shadowless Mewtwo. I didn't realize it was Shadowless until I was listing it. $125 for this Mega Rayquaza EX. It's insane. But yeah, I've had that Shadowless Mewtwo for decades. I didn't realize it was Shadowless until I was listing. I was like, oh. So it went for a little more than just one that had the shadow. And what is Shadowless? It's when there's no shadow on the right side of the border of the window of the Pokemon art. So $55 for Trainer Red Japanese. Beautiful card. There's a person sold. Oh, here we go. Here it is, guys. $512 for the Poncho Pikachu Vulpix promo set. Pristine condition. Let's have a look. Let's have a closer look. These are the two cards. These are the heavy hitters that I've sold. These two cards. These two pieces of shiny children's cardboard. $512. They're absolutely beautiful. I just sold another card. Pikachu XY. Sweet. That's what I'm saying. Look how beautiful, pristine, immaculate, perfect these cards are. That was a blurry photo, but that's okay. Okay. Couple blurry photos. It's all good. They sold, so it doesn't matter. But, yeah. I took them out of the protectors. Yeah, they're perfect. Sold them as a pair for $512. And you can see, if you sell just one of them, it's $221, you know. And then this guy's asking $641, but it's also graded PSA 10, which is perfect. So, yeah. Love it. Love it. Love it. I sold my XY Evolutions Charizard reprint for $52, but that card is coming back to me in the form of PSA 9, I believe. So, sold this one, and I turned around and bought the PSA graded PSA 9 one for about the same price. I think the guy's asking $49.99. So it's like I never even got rid of my card. As we keep going, here's the $55. This is a alternate art of Urshifu VMAX. We've got $32 of the Secret Mew, which I sold all three of mine because I'm going to end up buying a graded one. Got $20 there, $65 there. This one was $44. This is another Pikachu Poncho promo from Japan. $27 for this shiny Gyarados EX Breakpoint. $90. Here's another heavy hitter. $90 for this Poncho Pikachu. And I have another one of these that it's currently for sale at the moment. So, I still have one left. I had two of them. $29 for Alakazam. I mean, yeah, you see there's $44 for... Oh, yeah, I had two of those too. $40 for this reverse Psyduck from 2000. $180. I remember pulling this one 2 years ago. $180 for this Blaziken VMAX Chilling Reign Secret Rare. When I pulled this card, I was like, huh, that card looks pretty cool. I didn't realize it was a alternate art Secret Rare until I was done filming that video and I looked up the prices, because that's what I do with Pokemon videos, is I look up prices so I can show the price on the screen. And when it said, I think at the time it was $249, I was like, oh snap. So it's gone down a little bit in price, but still $180 plus $20 shipping. I got positive feedback from that guy too. $39 for this Acerola card I had. $21. This card is going to Australia. The Neo Unknown from Neo Discovery. And $50 for the Dark Charizard Team Rocket Holo Rare. So yeah, that's just... all that adds up to around $4,000 before taxes and fees and shipping and all that stuff. So I also sold my Mewtwo, Seiko Mewtwo Edition watch for $196, as well as the Blaziken alt art for $18. So as you can see, I sell clothes and Nike shoes and figures and briefcases apparently. So, oh yeah, I sold my Teddy Fresh Frenemies hoodie for I think it was ended up being $250. I took best offer. $170 for my next turtleneck. $206 for my resin 3D printer I never opened. $45 for the Matrix G Fuel set. $22 for a Hot Wheel. $40 for Five Nights at Freddy's. And so yeah, and so this is back before I started selling my cards. But yeah, even when I wasn't selling cards, I was still selling something nearly every day. Seriously. So I have good stuff, and I have a storage unit that's still full. I've sold a lot, but are people buying cards that are watching? No. That'd have been funny. Yeah, so it just, yeah, that's where my time has been going to. So, not the worst thing in the world by any means. All right, let me open up chat back up. Sorry, guys. Couldn't do both. Oh, nice, James. Hey, you still you're deep in the NFTs, aren't you? Bumbo, how you doing? Yes, those are my old cards. Yeah, $500 for 2 yellow mice. Definitely, Snoot. Definitely. I buy at least one booster box a week now because I'm trying to flip even the new cards. So the last 2 weekends I bought a booster box, and I've got some good stuff too, and made my money back on those as well. So it's definitely possible. My goal is, and I need to start vlogging more of this because I've been going to a lot of garage sales. I don't like shoving a camera in people's faces. So I think I want to do is get a harness for my Sony X3000 uh, action cam, which I love that camera. They don't make it anymore, so I gotta be like, I'm gonna be devastated the day it finally dies. But it's better than any GoPro ever made. Um, but what I want to do is I want to just like have that camera mounted, kind of like inconspicuously. If that's even a word. And see if I can't record my findings. Yeah, Bombo. Yeah, those two Pikachu cards, $500. But and all those $10, $15 cards, even the $2 and $3 cards, that all is added up to $4,000. I was pretty shocked. So, um, and then eBay fees came through, and it ended up being, I think, at the end of it all, because shipping's not cheap. In fact, shipping's gone up. I think I ended up with 2,500 and some change after all fees and taxes and shipping costs. So it's like they took a third, USPS took a third, government took a third. So, but yeah. So I am gonna make an official video on this, but I do love talking about it, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to go live. Oh yeah, I definitely made a profit. Yeah, I did, because all these cards that I paid for when I was collecting did not cost what a lot of them sold for. Some have gone down, and it was the smaller cards that really went down. But I paid $50 for those pair of Pikachu cards that sold for 500. So that's definitely a come up. And that specific sell, after fees, taxes, and eBay shipping costs, 512 was the total. And after all that said and done, I ended up taking home $461 of that 512. So not bad. Yeah, the fees are a little expensive, and I do pay to advertise on eBay. Yeah. He's also vaping on a flash drive. Just kidding.
Hey, you're
Dude,
right.
when I come visit, I'm gonna bring you all my juices I still have, because I don't vape anymore. So
Hey, I'm down.
yeah, blood pressure problems. I can't.
I probably shouldn't either, but
Snoot, I bought those Pikachu cards in 2016. There's actually a video on those cards that I opened back in 2016. I think if you go to my channel and type in Pikachu Poncho or Poncho Pikachu, you'll find it. I'm so glad I got that on camera. I'm gonna look back at that video one of these days and be like, yep, I only paid $50 for that at the time. So yeah, Bum, I thought it was pretty cool. I really thought it was pretty cool. So, but yeah, that's why my store stays busy, just because, and I love selling clothes and all that stuff too, but my focus, I think, is going to be more trading cards and just collectibles in general. Because another thing that's selling are these, which I'm thinking about listing, like this one specifically. Waifu cups definitely sell. I've been making a killing selling my collection of waifu cups. This is Amaranth. Amaranth's waifu cup is like $200 on eBay right now. $200 in some plastic. Okay.
fuck.
So, really, like, that's why this is sitting here, because I'm really tempted and probably going to list this. Not gonna lie. Because $200 or a cup with Amaranth on it. I'm just like, I paid $24.99 for this cup when it came out. And it's going for $200. So, the market's there, But people like collectibles, no matter what, no matter how the economy is. People like collectibles. So there's also, I don't know if you've seen it today on Netflix, but there's you ever heard of the collectible grading company called Golden?
Yeah.
They have a show on Netflix now. I'm obsessed with watching it.
Do you know what it's called?
I don't. Just type in Goldin. You'll find it. Yes,
King of
Mel.
Collectibles.
Mel, we do have to chat again, Sue. I agree. Was it?
King of Collectibles.
Yeah, yeah. So, like Drake's in the first episode, which is pretty funny.
Drake is in the rapper or my
Yeah.
brother?
No, it's in the rapper, not your brother. That's funny. Right, Steve. That's what I'm thinking. Like, yeah, I like the design of the cup, but I think I'd rather have $200. You know. So I also have Max and Chad, Max Mofo, and anything for views. I have their shaker cups as well, which I'm probably gonna sell. I think I'm just gonna get rid of all of them because I still have like 30, and that's just money sitting there, you know. So, and not every cup is $200. It's just Amaranth. It's because it's Amaranth, you know. So, but yeah, I these days I'm like buying to sell. So I do buy every Friday. There's a waifu cup drop on Gamer Subs on the website. I buy it just immediately, knowing I'm just going to turn around and sell it, and that's what I do. Because there is such an amount of FOMO with these cups, and with Pokemon cards. Let's be real, you know, that I profit off the FOMO, and that's because I'm just there first. You know what I mean? So. Snoop just texted me. Let's see what it says. Oh yeah, Snoop. It's an inside joke. I'll tell you that later. That's funny. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be listening to that next. Try to think what else is new. Oh, I've been messing with my 3D printer until it broke. Thank
What'd
you,
you do
Mel.
to it?
I appreciate that, Mel. You're so kind. So I'll get it right here. Not the printer, but I'll get what I've been printing, which I am in the middle of making a video on still. This is the N64 logo. It's pretty cool. Dave, what camera are you? I have two cameras going. Which one are you viewing? This one right here, what I'm pointing at? Or the other?
No.
That one.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. All right, so which one is the chat looking at? I'm trying to determine.
Same one that I'm looking at.
Okay, all right. So this is able to split two ways. Cool. Okay, well then everybody. This is the N64 logo I printed off. 3D printed. It's pretty dope. It's like a solid brick. It's very durable, very thick, you know. So there's that. And I have a couple more real quick. This one messed up. This was Glaceon, but Glaceon's like hair thingies fell off because I didn't do it quite right. But that's not bad for a first try. So, but I kept it, even though it's defective. I did keep it. So, Vaporwave N64, yeah. Bombo, I've been doing a little bit of gaming. Just mostly on PS5. Snoot, you should. Snoot, let me know what you get when you buy packs this weekend. Also, guys, the new packs, the Scarlet and Violet packs. Do you know this day? You probably don't. I don't know. Do you buy it? Okay. So, they've changed the way the cards look. They look like the Japanese cards now. Instead of the yellow border, it's gray, like the Japanese cards have always been. Also, each pack is a guaranteed holo now. And you get 2 guaranteed reverse holos. But the holo slot and the second reverse holo slot could be something better as well. Which is pretty dope. So, I like that you at least get a holo no matter what. So even the crappy pack is still a good pack. Now that made regular hollows go down a little bit in price because they're now more common than ever. But that's okay. Like, I, they're going to eBay for me, so I don't care either way. Even if it's $1, I'll sell it. So because if nothing else, and I do sell just $1 and $2 cards, just because that pays for shipping on other stuff usually, or fees or whatever. And that really adds up. So, I don't know, Dave, you thinking about selling cards on eBay?
I don't know. I just going through all of them is my issue.
Yeah.
I just have so many. Like, I don't have any emotional attachment to them. All of these were like a COVID thing, and when McDonald's had them,
Oh yeah.
so like letting them go isn't a problem. But yeah, it's just a matter of actually going through them and doing it.
Yeah. I understand.
How much is this worth?
I'll wait for it to focus.
It-
It's a
it's a Razor
Charmander.
product,
I
so it
can't
won't.
really tell. Oh, there we go. I don't know, 10 cents probably. I don't know.
Perfect.
Yeah, there you go. Retired that. So that also brings up another thing I want to talk about real quick with the cards is I have cases and cases of bulk commons and uncommons, and it's like, what do you do with that? Do you shred them? Is it confetti? No. Apparently, and I've been doing my research, but apparently, if you put a pack of 100 cards on eBay that are commons and uncommons that aren't any energy cards, you can get $10 for it. I have so many. I have thousands of cards. I'm gonna make several packs of 100 cards and sell them for $10 at a time, free ship. Because I was gonna do $7.99 plus $3 shipping. Doesn't look as appealing as $9.99 free shipping. It's very much a psychological thing. So, yes, Mel, I have seen the trailer for City Skylines 2. I'm excited. Let's talk about that for a second. So, they're making the way you do neighborhoods a lot quicker and easier and just better. You can now drag and drop the mouse anywhere on the land and it'll make a neighborhood the longer you drag it. That's the first thing. Second thing, each road automatically comes with electricity built in and water pipes. All you have to do is
Thank
connect.
God.
I know, right? All you have to do is connect a power station and a water station, and it'll activate those road lines. It's all going to be underground power, like it should be in the real world. Like, at least in Kansas City, the bougie neighborhoods have the underground power. Where I live, we got telephone poles still. So if the wind blows too hard, no power, So, but I'm excited about that, Mel, definitely. It's going to be a lot easier to build intersections. It's going to be a lot easier to build interchanges, on ramps, off ramps, all that stuff. They're overhauling the way the road tool is made, and it's going to be so nice.
I'm hyped.
I am hyped too. It comes out October, so I got a little time, but I'm buying it for myself for my birthday. It'll give me a reason to boot up my gaming PC that hasn't been booted up in 8 months.
Just get an Xbox.
I could get console version, but I'm so used to keyboard and mouse when it comes to CD building, Thoughts on the Cybertruck? I think they're gonna start production soon. What's up, Jose? How you doing? I don't know too much about the Cybertruck other than it looks like something from a video game, like N64.
Well, let me tell you about it. I know all about it.
Okay.
Electric.
Yeah.
Elon Musk. Plugs in.
Oh,
Oversized door stopper.
there we go. You sold me Elon Musk.
Perfect.
Oh man.
Can we talk about Zuck and Elon fighting though?
Yeah, I think Elon's mommy stopped it from happening. That's
if it were to happen, who do you have your money on?
Oh, Zuck.
Okay, good.
That dude he knows Tai Chi or whatever. Kung Fu or something. He knows some nerdy thing.
I don't know about Tai Chi, but isn't that basically just like yoga with
Yeah,
breathing
it's not
harder?
Tai Chi. Is it?
Like
Is
they're
it?
like,
Yeah, not that. I mean, he might know Tai Chi, but that's not what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of
no,
the
he's
kind, whatever,
jujitsu.
whatever Bruce Lee, Jiu-Jitsu. That's it. Bruce Lee. Yeah.
Bruce Lee was karate, wasn't
I don't know, dude. I'm throwing out words. Jet Li, Bruce Lee,
he?
John
Jet
Lee,
Li.
Lee Jeans, Chun Li. But no, yeah. So I hear Elon's mommy said, "No, no, don't beat up my son now." I think
His mom is still alive.
they got blood diamond money. Of course, she's still alive. She can't die.
See, I guess here's my thing. I always feel like once adults hit like 50, their parents are just dead. But then I realized that like my dad is 55 and both of his parents are still alive, and I always just kind of forget that.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, is
also
it
dumb.
Taekwondo? Okay. You got
Same
your money
thing.
on Elon? I had mine on Zuck. At first, I was like, I don't know. They're both nerds. I was like, ah. But Zuck does know Taekwondo or whatever I said. I probably said Tai Chi.
He is
Didn't do
also
it.
a reptilian.
That's true. He's not even human. Well, neither is Elon. They're both robot versus lizard. I mean, who's gonna win?
I mean, the lizard people have been around for like 10,000 years, so
Yeah, but Elon can just call upon his Tesla fleet with his mind.
true. He's gonna have the Tesla robot people, whatever the fuck those are called.
Have you seen that thing? Tesla robot or
Yeah, it's
whatever.
scary.
Yeah, I don't know.
Throw some AI in there and it decides to take us over, we are screwed. Hopefully, there's a little switch on the back that we can hit to turn it off.
Doubt it. The
Yeah.
Switch is gonna be on the touchscreen, like everything else.
Yeah. You're gonna have to go through like 18 different menus and still get confused on the way.
Yeah, I've not seen the Tesla UI, so I don't know what it's like. But I don't know. I've sat in a Tesla before. I was like, yep,
Me
it's a
too.
car. It's a car with like not a lot of things. You turn it off, it's like really like lonely. There's like no dials. It's all screen. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a long time before Danny Boy gets an EV, put it like that, because um I ain't doing that well on eBay. I'm doing good, but I ain't doing that well. I ain't Tesla money. It wouldn't be a Tesla either. If I was getting an EV, it would be the Ford Mustang Mach-E. I love those SUVs. That's the only
Those
Ford I
are
love.
those are kind of sick. When you come, we have a Ford dealer. So I might be able to
Can we get a
get
test
you in
drive?
one, let you test drive it. Yeah.
We'll make a video. We'll make a video while we test drive.
I got you.
All right, cool. Let's see if we can get a white one. The white Mach-E. Oh, the black one looks good too, but if I had to pick, I'd probably pick the white one, even though I hate white cars. The white Mach-E's like got like this pearl white. It looks so looks so good. I saw one in Florida. This is what made me decide I liked the Mach-E. Was I was in Florida and I saw one up close for the first time. Me and Alfred were walking by in the mall. We were leaving the mall, and I was like, Alfred, that's a Mach-E. And so we got close to it, and the dude had like white rims, tinted black windows, pearl white car, and that turned out that was stock paint. Um, and I was like, I don't hate the Mach-E if it looks like that. Because the one I saw,
It's starting to grow on me.
the one I saw, um, at the auto show right before COVID happened in March of 2020. That's right after I got arrested. It was blue. It was Ford blue, and I hated it. So, but the white one grew on me, and the black one grew on me. I saw the black one recently. I was like, you know what? I can do black. It's good too.
The only thing that I don't like about the Mach-E, they should have just kept it that. Like it, I personally don't think that it deserves the Mustang branding, but
I
that's
know.
just me.
I'll tell you why they're doing it. So I don't know if you noticed, but Camaro is they're ceasing production on Camaros because the sales are all time low.
Yep.
If you look at Chevy and Ford, they're both focused on EVs that are crossovers. I could be wrong. I predict once they get the power and the torque that's in the Mustang and the Mustang Mach E, that the Mustang car will cease to exist and we will only have the Mustang Mach E. I think that's what they're doing. It's a marketing thing. The Mach E is probably going to be the default Mustang in the next few years.
Yeah,
Because
and I mean Chevy's already doing it
yeah,
because now they have the E-Ray.
yes, the Corvette E-Ray. That is going to be Chevy's only car. Is the Corvette E-Ray. If you look at the Ford lineup, the only car right now is the Mustang. Everything else has been discontinued. The Focus, the Fusion, the Fiesta. Hate all three of those cars. But and then Taurus, but the Taurus was discontinued long ago. But yeah, I think we're good. Chevy and Ford are going full blown crossover EVs and trucks and SUVs. So they'll never get rid of the Tahoe. The Tahoe's got a cult following. Just like they'll never get rid of the Explorer. That's got a police cult following with Ford. So as well as the Suburban with the Chevy, and then the Excursion with the Ford. Those all those SUVs have followings, like insane followings. And then you got the Ford F-150 boys. That's always gonna have that's the number one car sold in America still. And then you got the Silverado guys. So there's always gonna be those brands and those models, but they're really getting away from the car thing, and I kind of see why. I looked at a sales graph actually today on the percentage of cars bought in 2022 was at an all-time low. It was like 20%. The percentage of SUVs and trucks, 70%. 2022.
Which I understand, but also it's hard to sell cars when no one is making cars.
Yeah. It's good.
I mean, also the market is
it's horrible.
Fucked.
Yeah. I mean, even the used car market is just not. The used car market is not good at all. You get like right now, people are asking a arm and a leg for a used, beat up Chevy Cavalier. You know what I mean, or whatever. Snoot says
on our lot.
EQS. Yeah, I do love the EQS, Snoot. Very much. What you say?
On our lot, we have a I forget the exact year. It's like a 2011 or 2012 RAV4 with like right around 175. Oh, actually, sorry, it was a Durango. My bad. 175,000 miles. One reported accident, and then another accident that we knew about that wasn't reported. And I think we were looking for like 27 for it. 27 grand. Like, that's not good.
No. That's ridiculous.
And that was also after it was on our lot for I think it was just like right around like 260 days.
Is it still there?
No, we finally got rid of it this past week, but
did somebody buy it or did it get transferred to a different lot?
No, someone bought it. Someone paid for it.
Let's really want that car. That's wild.
No.
And speaking more on cars, the prices of trucks are like luxury, 60 grand, 80 grand. It's like there is one truck company that is still doing it normal for 30 grand. You know what truck company it is?
Ooh.
Ram.
The
Ram 1500. It is. I just checked it the other day.
I work at Ram, or Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram dealership.
The base model is 34 grand.
I'm also in a richer neighborhood, so we mark everything up because people pay for it. But
of course, yeah. I didn't realize you worked at DCJ.
Yeah. It's a fun time.
Yeah. Right, Snoot? I didn't even know you had a... Oh, yeah, you told me you had a Dodge Dakota. Yeah. Yeah, check out Ram's price. I checked it the other day. That's how I know that.
Let me find one of our...
Base model Ram 1500. It's like 36 or something like that.
Try to tell me that we don't have any Ram 1500s, even though I know we have like 6 of them right now. What the hell?
Unless they all got bought today. The truck I want, and one of my neighbors has it. He's got a Desert Storm color, like tan with black logos. Is a Toyota Tundra, black rims.
I like them.
Yeah, black. The whole thing's tan, but it's got black trim, black rims, black badges. I'm just like, dude, this looks so beautiful. He doesn't haul anything with it. I don't blame him. It's too pretty. That'd be me. Yeah, I got a truck. No, you can't use it. You know.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. It's like having a G-Wagon. G-Wagon's meant for off-road, but most people don't do that because they're too pretty. They're very pretty. Are you on the website or no?
Yeah, it's really slow.
Oh, okay.
So I filtered it 30K to 50K, nothing.
They don't have anything in stock on the Rams website?
Yeah. On like my company's website.
Oh, I'm talking about just like the corporate website.
Yeah. No, I know that, but once you get to like a dealership,
Yeah,
way more.
I didn't go that far. I just went to Rams' actual corporate website, and it said 36,000 starting for. I was like, damn, that's cheap. So,
I will say though, the new Trax, the Chevy Trax, is very reasonably priced.
ugh.
I kind of like it. I like the
Dude.
new look of it.
No, it's a cruise, dude. It's an SUV crossover cruise.
I wouldn't personally get one,
No, I wouldn't either.
but if I knew someone that was looking for a cheap brand new vehicle, I mean, let me pull it up right here. Chevy Trax Track LX 22.7 starting. That's
yeah,
got
see, for an Equinox, you can get for a couple more grand. You can get an Equinox, right?
you could, yeah. But
I would.
if someone is just looking for like a cheap vehicle, it's there.
Yeah, I know.
I
But
mean,
then
22 to get keyless entry, the emergency brake assist, lane keep assist, forward collision, warnings, rear view camera, cruise control, turbo, parking assistant, blind spot, lane assistant, Wi-Fi hotspot, CarPlay, auto, remote start.
but you could also, if you want to, if you're talking about a budget, you can go with the Kia Sorento.
And get it stolen in like 6 hours.
That's the old ones, not the 2023s. Probably. They better have fixed that by now. Come on, let's be real. Hopefully they fixed it by now.
We have a Kia dealership too. They have a new update where they take the dash off. They put this little plastic jig in there, and then it still fits the key, but you can't fit a USB.
Or a flathead screwdriver because it's the same size. Yeah.
You can't fit either of those around it or in it. And then they pop the dash back on there and they slap a little sticker on there that says that it was updated with the latest anti-theft technology. So if any Kia boys are watching, it's a little plastic piece that you could pop off.
This is their answer.
Yeah.
Can they just like redo the whole ignition thing now? So that they don't have to add a plastic piece every time you buy a new Kia or Hyundai or whatever? Like,
Well, that sounds more expensive than a little thing that you could 3D print and slap in your friend's Kia.
it's true. What's up, Bobby? How you doing? Do you realize that this same problem happened with all cars in the 70s and 80s, and it was solved in the 90s? And then Kia and Hyundai said, you know what? Let's cut corners. Let's just go back to how it was. Or you can just start up a car with a screwdriver, right? So they did. And now look, they have this lawsuit. They've got all these Hyundais that are just gone, missing, or they find them and they're all destroyed. They happened to one of my friends. His Hyundai got stolen, and he found it a month later, and it was totaled. They joy rode the hell out of it. So, sucks. But this problem was solved in the 90s, and Kia and Hyundai are like, yeah. Maybe people forgot by now. No, they didn't. Instead, they used USB sticks instead of screwdrivers. What a weird thing. I'm like, bruh, how is this? This was already solved. It's so weird. So, today, Screws and CNN, and I guess yesterday they found they got the Titan submarine back to the surface. So, all right, Snoot, take care, man. Talk to you later. Google
Hi,
Fiber was good.
Snooty. I'll talk to you when you text me back eventually.
So they found the submarine. There's the submersible, I guess is what it really is. It's not really a submarine because it's not self-powered except for the little controller. And so they brought it back up, and I noticed that when they got the hole out, that it had like a bed sheet over it. And I was like, I bet you there's human soup in there. Well, it came out that there is human remains in there. Which is why I had a bed sheet when they were pulling it off, because the press was there. Obviously, they were like, "Oh, let's get all the
Right.
let's get the wreckage." I don't blame them. I mean, it's footage, it's money, But the human soup was definitely in the hole still. What's left of it? Which after the fish get done eating the chum of human remains, it's probably not very much. I would assume maybe some spines, a brain, a finger. I don't know.
I don't even know if it's that much. I mean, it could just be something like as little as a fingernail, or because I mean, when it imploded, from what I understand, what I've seen on the internet, it got like as hot as the sun for that split second. So they would have just been like almost completely evaporated.
Really? You don't think there's any
Yeah.
sort of... I keep imagining chum. You know what chum looks like? Anybody know what chum looks
Oh
like?
yeah.
It's like it's fish parts like in a gooey blend with blood. And it smells horrible. It smells so bad. I've smelled it one time. I was like, "Oh God, what is that?" It smelled beyond death. It was beyond death smell. Okay, and it made me gag. I don't usually gag at smells, but that one, nope. No, don't like that. So
Well, so here's my thought on it. When it imploded, that front little window hole that was only rated for like 1,300 feet, and they went down to 40,
I
or
know.
sorry, 4,000.
Yeah.
That blew out. The human chum went out, but there was some parts that probably didn't make it. And I think like the main human remains are more or less just like blood stains on the wall.
Yeah. I guess that's true. It would create a vacuum, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw a train implosion that's basically the shape of a hole. It happened so quick on the video I saw. It made me
It's
jump.
instant.
It made me jump because I was not. It was loud too. I was at the speakers up, my headphones. But I
You
went,
wanted the full experience.
I didn't mean to though. It was an accident. And it just went, Bob, this is huge. So I was like, dude. And so I looked. I was like, there ain't nothing left. Like it turned into a pancake. I said, that's probably what they went through. They so quick they didn't even know it happened until it already happened. Assuming that there's an afterlife, which I believe there probably is, of some kind. I bet they mad right now that they paid that just to die. I'd be mad. I'd be like, GTA 6 comes out next year. I can't play it now. I'm dead. That'd be my first thought. Didn't get to play GTA 6. This is how I am. Didn't get to use the Apple Vision Pro. You know what I mean? Never bought my Mercedes Benz. That's my thoughts of when somebody dies, and I'm just like thinking about if it was me who died. That'd be the three things I think of immediately. Didn't get to.
Did you see
I'm
that,
like that
today was the first launch of Virgin Galactic?
What the heck is that?
It's
A bunch of nerds?
a space company
Full of
that
nerds? Virgins?
Well, yes.
Virgins in space.
It's bringing commercial space flight for the low price of $450,000.
To us.
Yes, like
Have we
if you
not
had
learned from the
400,
submersible? I ain't going places I ain't meant to go. I'm not going in the ocean. I'm not going to the Titanic. I don't want to look at a rusty boat. I know. There is Netflix. There's this beautiful thing called Netflix. You guys may have heard it. It's a software where you can watch things, and on this software streaming platform, they have Titanic footage. Okay, the same footage you would have paid $250,000 to go underneath the ocean for and look at through either a porthole or the 4 monitors on the wall of the hull. That's where most of them were looking, or were going to look, had they made it. They've been looking at monitors more than the porthole. I'm like, I thought the one they showed off was a different prototype, where it had a big, huge dome, like glass thing. No,
Yep.
the one they went in was like a little tiny peephole. $250,000 for peephole.
They could have faked the whole thing because, again, like you just said, they were going to look at the monitors. They could have just gone like 500 feet down. They wouldn't have known the difference. They would have known that light does like the light still reaches. They wouldn't have fucking known that. They could have just faked it, gone down like 5, even like 1,000 feet, and then just played some Titanic footage and been like, "Yeah, guys, we're here." They wouldn't have known. They would still be alive if they did that.
Oh, sorry, the lights on the outside are malfunctioning, but here you go. Here's what it looks like on our other set of lights you can't see because just look at the monitor. Here you go. But they wish they had done that. I wish they'd ripped them off instead of taking their lives. Am I getting the Apple Vision Pro? That is the plan, Bombo. I created a savings account just for the Apple Vision Pro with interest, so that's the plan. If I get more card sales, definitely. But no, yeah, it's just like, if we're not meant to go in the ocean that deep for a reason, there's a reason why the pressure is beyond living for us, because we're not fish. We're not deep sea fish either at that, because there's some fish, a lot of fish can't go down there because it's too much for them. But then there's deep sea creatures down there who live down there no problem. Guess what? Meant for them, not meant for us. We're meant to be on the surface. Just like I'm not going on Virgin Galactic to die with a bunch of virgins in space from launch. Have you seen how many failures of launches there have been with SpaceX and NASA? I'm good. Do I need to remind everybody of Challenger in 1980, whatever?
Or Apollo, what was it, 13?
Yeah, Apollo 13.
A few of those.
13th. Yeah.
I'm very much like, I don't even like going on an airplane. Like, if I were to come visit you, if I had to fly, I would, but I would not enjoy it. I would much rather make the 10-hour drive or whatever. If humans were meant to fly, we would have wings. If humans were meant to swim, like deep, we would have gills and scales, but we don't.
Now, I will say I love flying. And to me, flying is like driving. You're not meant to be in cars, but we are. But it's because it's been perfected, mostly. Now, once in a while, there's a 9/11 happens or a plane crash. And not gonna lie, every time I get on an airplane, I'm like, either I'm gonna be in a hijacking, or I'm going to die in the air from crashing, or I'm going to land fine. I think that every time I get on an airplane, like, I could die. This could be the end. I could see Mima here in a couple hours, and Jesus, and everybody else, all my other dead relatives, or I could land fine. And every time, obviously, I've landed fine because I'm still here. So. But when I go visit Day in August, I am going to drive up there, me and the cat. I'm taking the cat with me. He's going to be in the hotel the whole time because he doesn't like people.
And that MacBook.
Do what?
And the MacBook.
Oh, yeah, I'll be bringing my MacBook, of course, and my cameras. So, and clothes, I guess.
You don't need those.
Yeah, just wear the same clothes the whole time I'm there.
Nah, you don't have to wear anything. It's okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Sure, it's just fine. But no, I'm not getting on the spaceship. I'm not doing it. I will never be on a cruise. Screw that. Okay. We've all seen the Titanic. That's why we're talking about the Titanic, because it happened in 1912.
Yep.
Yeah. The Carnival cruises are bigger than the Titanic ever was. I saw a comparison. And the Titanic was like a little dingy boat in comparison to the Carnival cruise. So, yeah, Mel, I'm bringing Casper with me. He go key. He didn't even move. He's asleep. But the Carnival cruises, like I'm good. There is enough people almost dying on the cruises. You got the cruise that tipped over on its side a couple years ago. Remember that? It's all over
Yeah.
CNN. And don't forget about the maintenance guy who was working on a Carnival cruise and he got crushed by the elevator and his blood was like raining down the elevator like door. And people were like, "Ooh, what's that?" And they had their cameras. I'm like, bro, it's blood." It looked like a scary movie. Now that's a very isolated incident. I'm never gonna be a mechanic on a cruise ship, but still, I don't want stuff like that. I don't want to be in a poop cruise with the poop or where the cruise like engine dies because it caught on fire and then they're out there for 2 weeks and pooping in the hallways. I'm good. Okay, let's say get sepsis and other things. Okay.
The fact that you have to put all of your trust into one guy. His name is Bill. He's wearing some overalls, a button up, and a fancy hat. You don't know what his motive is.
Right.
And you're just going to be out there in the ocean? No,
Yeah.
thank you, Bill.
On a Carnival cruise, for him, this could be a sick joke, you know? He could be some psycho, like, all right, I'm gonna fuck up this ship, you know?
I almost died on Danielle's mom's speedboat.
Oh, yeah?
We were tubing, and
Oh,
I can
that's-
stay afloat. I can't swim.
Yeah.
There was some slack in the line. They took off. I went flying. Danielle went flying. I almost drowned. Never
Yeah.
tubing again.
I've never wanted to tube. I'm good. I don't trust I can swim. I just don't trust myself to not tire out and die. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, okay. I gotta stop for a second. I'm just fucking sinking. I'm just going.
I had a life jacket on, and that
Oh,
barely
yeah,
kept
I
me
guess
up.
there is those, isn't there? I forgot about life jackets. That's the thing, isn't it? This isn't the 1800s.
I still don't trust them though, because again, when I had that one on, it barely kept me afloat.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I know they're supposed to. There's just what, foam? Foam in them? Is that all it is?
Yeah, foam and some plastic.
I would be like, if I was gonna tube, I'd have a life jacket. I'd have floaties on my arms and my legs,
No,
And-
no.
and hopefully, what? Why not the legs? Balance it out.
If you put them on your legs, then the air, right? So here's you, and here's your little legs, and then it's gonna try to go like this. You might lay on your back, but then if you really lean back, then you might topple over.
All right. So how about this? 4 floaties on the legs, right? Or I
There
mean,
you go.
no, 4 floaties on the arms with the life jacket, and then 2 floaties on the legs. So that way, it's like I'm kind of like tilted. So there's like more floating at an angle on my top half than the bottom half.
Why not 6 floaties on your arms and forget the legs?
I'm trying to lounge if I'm gonna be there for a second. Plus, I don't want my legs get bit by like piranhas or whatever. If it's floating on top with me, they'd be slightly down. But also, I'm just more comfort, and also I don't like the idea of not being able to see, the bottom of the water. That's why I swim in pools. Now
That's
that
also
being
part of
said,
my thing.
when I stayed with Alfred in 2021, I did go in the Atlantic Ocean. Wait, is that the Atlantic on the right? Pacific is left.
Atlantic. Yeah.
Atlantic, okay.
Yeah. Left. West.
I'm thinking map wise.
I know, but
Wait, so I was in the same ocean as the Titanic, huh? That's wild.
yeah, technically,
Yeah. That's wild.
you swam with dead people and cocaine.
I think I did that in California too, I'm sure. Pacific?
Oh
Come
yeah.
on. Come on. Have we all forgotten about Pearl Harbor and Hiroshima?
I did.
I'm sure when they got nuked, a few of them flew in the ocean, I'm sure, from the blast. But
Oh man.
good times, right? Memories. I wasn't there.
That's wild though. The fact that one dude was like, "Hey guys, suicide is cool, and you got to just fly a couple of planes into these ships. It makes sense. If you don't think about it, good luck." And people did it.
They're like, you know what? He's got a point. You ever heard the joke that after we bombed Hiroshima, it like brought anime? It's like
Yeah.
we bombed and we got anime and Gundam. I don't know. I need to stop talking before I get
Work
demonetized. Sorry, Susan Wojcicki. Or whoever. It's not. She retired. She's no longer head of YouTube. It's somebody else now.
Yeah, it's an Indian guy, I think.
I don't know. I miss Susan already.
Neil Moan.
What's his name?
Neil Mohan. Sounds like Moan to me.
Moh.
Mohan?
Mohan. I don't think that's Moan. That's Mohan.
I prefer Moan.
That's funny. But yeah, I guess she retired. Did you know that her and her sister are like huge in Silicon Valley? And I think there's a connection with somebody. I forget who. It's not Mark Zuckerberg, is it?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Susan Wojcicki. I don't understand her name, so I call her Wojcicki and Wojcicki and Witwicky and all kinds of things. Her sister is married to another CEO of something big. I forget what. It's not Mark Zuckerberg, obviously, because he's married to another lady. Who is her sister married to?
Oh.
Are you?
Janet or Anne?
I think it's Anne.
Sergey Brin.
Oh, yeah. CEO of Google, or former CEO of Google. Which is why she got the job at YouTube. Her sister got the job at YouTube. Anne's sister, Susan, got the job at YouTube. Because Sergey, at the time, he was CEO of YouTube. I mean, Google. Who owns YouTube? So, I always found that interesting. Small world.
Hold on, give me a second. I gotta find it again.
I also found out the other day that Kate Spade, the brand Kate Spade, that is David Spade's dead sister. That was her company. The company's still around, but she's not.
Anne is the co-founder and CEO of 23andMe.
Okay, so you got Google, 23andMe, and YouTube, all in the same family. That's wild. There's so much money in that family.
That's also like not including any of their assets or anything else that they're invested in.
Right. There's subsidiaries and all the other garbage.
Looks like she also joined a startup company for an AI startup. So that's cool.
I wonder if that's part of Bard. I have no idea. I wonder if that's part of the Bard stuff that Google has.
I'm sure that it is.
I would say it named it something other than Bard.
I kind of like the name.
I don't. Hey, Bard.
It's one of those things that if they were to ever turn it into a voice assistant, you have to try to actually activate it. How often do you just say Siri or let the A word slip or okay, Google, like.
Well, I got rid of all my Echo devices a long time ago on eBay. Oh. This is a Siri and Google household now. So I got HomePod over there and HomePod Mini over that way, as well as my phone and the computer, and the MacBook Pro has Siri built in, obviously. But no, you're right. But Bard. How about Brad?
Because Brad is the new Chad. I wouldn't want a Brad in my house.
It needs to be. I guess it needs to be a female name like Alexa is, and Siri kind of is. I think Siri needs a new name.
Yeah, Siri is too robotic with the way that everything else is going.
Not to mention, Siri is the name of the old company that before Apple bought it, it was called Siri.
True.
I remember I used to have the app. It was like a green app with a weird logo. But I think Siri needs a new name. I think we need to call her something different. Like, what if we call her Lisa? Named after the Apple Lisa. Hey, Lisa. It's a 4-letter word too, just like Siri. And then give her more of a personality and make her not dumb. Hey,
True.
Lisa, set my alarm for blah blah blah. You know.
Okay, Daddy. I'll let you know when that alarm is done.
Well, that's more content than what she said. Okay.
Yeah.
Or you've got it, or whatever. I've got the South African Siri. My favorite voice. She sounds like what's her name? What's her name from Overwatch? The one that does the car wash.
Car wash.
Yeah. She has the little turrets. Those little turrets. She's Indian. She sounds like her.
Oh.
Not Zenyatta. Zenyatta's isn't he the
Zenyatta's the
robot?
guy. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I can never think of her name.
Symmetra.
Symmetra, that's it. She sounds like Symmetra when she's a South African. So I leave her South African. This is the only reminds me of the old days back when Overwatch was a good game. I need to make a video on that too. Blizzard's killing it. Getting rid of the single player PvE. Garbage move from a garbage company. Let's be real. But Danny, Blizzard's not a garbage company. Yes, they are. Sorry, they just are. As soon as Bob Belichick, or whatever his name is, leaves, the better. It's not Bob Belichick. That's Patriots coach. Bill or Bob Turtleneck. I don't know.
Bobby Kotick.
That's it. Kotick, yeah.
Kotick?
Bob Belichick is Patriots coach. Bobby Kotick or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Emphasis on Dick. Yeah, that guy. Bob Belichick. We didn't say Bill Bobachek. But yeah, no. This has been fun, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep doing this.
I think I'm gonna leave the name Don't Call It Podcast.
Yeah, and gotta get it on RSS.
Yeah. The other name I was thinking was Flip the Drip, but we didn't really talk about eBay that much. It was a segment. I think.
I feel like that would be that could be a segment where like you and Danielle discuss your stuff because I don't really sell, but Danielle does.
Yeah, it's true. On this segment of Flip the Drip, or whatever.
Make a cool little intro song for it.
Yeah. The Starfield Xbox controller. I have not seen that, Mel. However,
it's sick.
I did see did you see the makeup one where it's like peach and yellow or whatever? It actually looks good.
Danielle, can you grab your controller? Your Xbox controller?
I'm not even a makeup guy, obviously, but man, I actually want that controller.
Dude, you've got blush on right now. Your skin is so smooth.
That's just you're right.
Is that blush? I don't even know.
No, it's called being half black, I think. But
I wish I had that.
You wish you had being half black. Only half though. You want to go all the way.
Can you grab your Xbox controller? Your pretty one.
But yeah, I saw that the other day at Target.
It.
Okay, I saw the other day at Target, and I was like, guys, this controller looks really good. Wait till Day comes back. You'll see. You'll see what I mean. Yes, there it is. That's it. That's the Yas Queen controller. The Yas Queen controller. There you go. Yeah, that controller is nice. I saw that the other day at Target. I was like, huh.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. Such a good color. Xbox is killing it with the colors on their controllers. They always do, though. They always do.
Even their third-party stuff. Like, I'm using this one.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, looks-wise, it's nothing special. But it has the, like, trigger stops. So it's not a full press. It has a little attachment for the back paddles. So you can just choose when you want it.
Yeah.
Comes with a case. It might be kind of hard to tell, but this stick is taller than that one, you can just pop them out and replace them. Like even the third party stuff that they authorize is really nice.
Yeah, that's cool. Is that PDP?
And then I think it's the PowerA Fusion 2 Pro.
I love PowerA and I love PDP. Both of those third party companies are so premium. PowerA is probably my favorite though. Of the
And then you've got
third party.
PlayStation where the rubber rubs off after a couple hours of use.
Bro, that controller is so old.
I know.
You know what's funny is actually I'm selling my Black Ops 3 controller, the super rare one. $80 on eBay right now if anybody's interested. It looks brand new. I used it a little bit, not too much. But obviously I don't need it because of PS5 now. But yeah. It's going for $80. I got several watchers on it, but nobody's bought it yet. So people already bought the red crystal one. I had a see-through red one, which was called Crystal Red or Red Crystal. It's sold for $50.
Nice.
Apparently that one was rare too. I didn't realize it was rare. I just happened to buy it one day. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up, my guy. It's been about an hour and a half, and it's almost 10 o'clock. This was fun. We're gonna try to do this once a week.
Yeah, I'm down. We'll have to get together and figure out a time and date and everything, but
definitely we gotta get Mel on here too, one of these days.
Yeah, get some special guests.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do appreciate it.
Thanks.
I feel like I'm signing off on a video because I say that same line every time. But I really do appreciate it. So, Day, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, no problem. It's very last minute. I mean, literally on the way home, I was like, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing started. Might as well. So, Mel, it's great to see you too. Even though I have a baby face at the moment, I cut off all my. James, would you like to be in the next one next week? I'll text you. I got your number. I will give you a text. Let's see if we can get James in here with me and you, Day. All three of us. We've played with James before on Fortnite and other games, I'm sure. We definitely played with James on Fortnite before. So, that'd be fun. Love you too, Mel. Thank you, guys.
Love you, Mel.
And I do plan on having like a better setup once I get this going. I'm in the basement, so I'm like starting from scratch, I guess.
And when you come to visit, I have my podcast set up, which isn't anything special, but we can do it on there. We're going to have to figure out the cameras and everything, but
yeah, I'll bring my MacBook. We can definitely do it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. We could actually probably use my camera on my MacBook while being with the audio with your setup, you know. So, thank you, James. I appreciate that. Yeah, James, we'll get you on next week. Me, you, and Day next week. How about that? I will text you sometime later this weekend. I will text you the day because I don't know the day yet. So, but we will hammer that out. So,
hell yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. All right, guys. I'm going to sign off. Day, stay on. I'll talk to you here in a few seconds.
I don't want to.
Huh?
I don't want to. We've talked enough.
Yeah, Mel hugs. James, thank you for watching. Bombo, thank you. Snoot, I think you went to bed, but thank you. Jose, who was here, thank you. I already said thank you to Bombo. And everybody else, Bobby, thank you.
And Danielle. Shout out Danielle.
And yes, shout out Danielle, who was in the background and who was in chat. So, all right, guys. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you all next week with more. And stay tuned for a video. That should come fairly soon. I'm going to do some catching up this weekend. So, bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.